Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find her image with the rest. She'll be learning how to breathe, spinning through identity, reveal another pretty little scheme. Save her mind, hold her hand, and don't believe a lie, you understand me. Walk her down the valley, pack a piece of heaven for the bottoms of her feet. Teach her how to jump and how to stretch when she reach, like the angels do, and you gon' make it through now. Tell about the healer, greater is the one within, and call him as the leader. Teach her how to hold a pretty hand up to the sky, and never wait upon the giver, he'll deliver like a dealer. To take her higher, higher, fly out the valley and the fire. Take her higher, higher, fly up out the valley and the fire. Train her feet for running, show her every door and how the windows let the sun in. Copy out the key and tell her this is for becoming. Even in the fever, baby, cry and get to running. And tell her that you better get your bootstraps up, you're with the army. Ready when the truth act up, nothing can harm me. Yelling from the roof I touch, put up a guard and count to 10. Lion's den, speaking with the higher pen. Can't be touched by fire then. Fast forward to the grown things now, I'm working on them soul things now. Forgiving all your old ways, but it's harder on the cold days. Cold days. Never been a product of a flawless environment. Never acted like I'm higher than you. And I still pray, dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away, yeah. Dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away, yeah. Cause I would rather be running away. I would rather be running. Dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away. I need to get away now. I need to get away.
Hey babes, hey babes, hey babes, hey babes, hey babes. I'm just coming in to clear the air and just drop a little bit of tea. Not too much, just a few. And if the camera quality looks different, whatever, I'm just on here trying to hurry and say this. So I'm pretty sure you guys noticed in a few clips before, and thank you to my 181 subscribers. Woohoo! Before I even get into this and explain what's going on in the clips that you guys have seen before, let's celebrate the fact that we have hit 181 subscribers. We're on the road to 200 and we're almost there. I ain't trying to scream, I ain't trying to be too loud, because as you guys can see from the green background, I am back home, which is not a problem, which is not an issue. A lot of times in life, you are going to have your setbacks and things aren't going to go exactly your way, and things aren't going to just be according to everybody else's plan for you, and your plan for yourself is going to go God's way at the end of the day. And y'all know who I am, and I'm always speak it. Y'all know I am very spiritually in tune. Y'all know me and God are like this 24/7. Even though I have my days where I be slacking on praying, or slacking on reading my Bible, or slacking on just having those conversations, or slacking on telling the next person about God and making sure that I save lives and save souls. But I don't never slack when I come on here and record for you all and drop those gems, because I'm always leave those gems there. Because we are know what times we are in. We are in the end times. Yes, y'all, I am also in my favorite sports bra, but we are in the end times, and I wouldn't be doing my job or justice if I don't preach the word of God, and especially if I don't practice what I preach. So you guys may see me in my life, and you may see that I've dabbled and dabbled in this, dabbled and dabbled in that, and guess what? All I'm gonna say is it's my testimony. We've all tried some things, and I feel like, especially when it comes to church kids, not all, but most church kids who grew up in the church, especially if your dad's the pastor or your grandfather's pastor, whatever the case may be, you're so restricted from life, but you're never told exactly why. Like, you're never explained. So it's just like you get told not to do something, just because it's sinful or whatever the case may be. And not saying that it ain't, so don't take those air quotes for nothing, because a lot of the times whatever it is may actually be that, but they don't acknowledge the fact that we don't know. Like, you're just telling us no, not to do it, which is making us want to do it because you said no. Like, so yes, I feel like a lot of times when they say wild kids or wild childs or people who really do the most or who are the most this are the girls from church or the guys from church, and a lot of times it is because we're so, I wouldn't say deprived, but I feel like instead of being told or given that chance to make those mistakes, we're already from birth like no, but with no explanation. It's just straight no. So I'll get more into that into a separate video if you guys would like that. Even if you wouldn't, I'm still gonna drop that video for y'all anyways, because I need to really be consistent. And for those of you who have been looking for the D&B Boss Queens explanation videos, or like not really explanation videos, but my experience videos and tea and me talking about it, it has been pushed back for the simple fact that all videos have not been recorded yet, but also the premiere didn't happen in March like it was supposed to. The premiere will be happening in May, so I'm probably going to just drop those videos this month for you all so you can get it and learn more about D&B Boss Queens before it even airs. It's almost ready and available on Amazon Prime and Tubi. That's where you all will be able to watch it, and you know, I'll drop the link in the description box below. But now let's get into my reasonings for today's video. As you all can see, judging from me packing up and leaving the apartment and coming back home, and you seeing the green wall, I have moved back home. And yes, 4 months ago I did drop a video of me getting the apartment, my unfurnished the unfurnished apartment tour. I was also showing you all my furniture and things that I was getting off my registry that my family was sending to my house and everything like that. But I don't want to get into too much and spill too much, not of yet. Like, I'll speak on things on my side, and I'll do a part 2 video. If you guys would like to see a part 2 video to this, because I know I'm not going to talk too much and I'm going to make it short. If you would like to see a part 2 to this video with more explanation and everything from my point of view, just comment down in the comment section down below roommate horror story. Not really gonna be a roommate horror story, but just comment that down below so that I know you all want a new video. Sorry that I'm all over the place. So what I will say is that, first things first, and I'm pretty sure she can say that on my end as well, which is not an issue. You really don't know nobody until you live with them. And I'm not saying like, oh, you just up and got a room at somebody's house because they've been renting out and you didn't know this stranger and get to know them. I'm talking about like you get in a place with your spouse, your best friend, your friends, cousins, anyone that you've already been attached to in life. And of course, when you all go out and have fun and you're not seeing each other 24/7, you're not with each other 24/7. Even if you have a sleepover here and there, it's not that. So you don't really know a person's ways, habits, filth, cleanliness, strengths, weaknesses for real until you live with them. So this was one of those cases where it was just like we really started to get to know who each other really was. But I was the only one able to compromise and able to adjust to someone else's characteristics, because I'm not going to tell somebody, oh, just because I don't like how you do this, you got to change. No. So it's a lot of things that went into getting this apartment and everything like that. Like, if you guys want a full-blown story time on how it came to be, how we ended up talking about it and everything like that, drop it and I'll give y'all that video. But this is just to say why I'm back home. It was a learning lesson. I'm not mad at it. Did I want to enjoy for the full term at least? Of course, I wanted to enjoy. But I didn't get a chance to do that due to selfishness and due to it. I'm not trying to say too much without saying too much, because I want to leave that for a separate video for y'all, because I don't even want this video to be that long. I just want to let y'all know, yes, your girl is back home, so you guys will be seeing more videos in front of this green wall. I wish that I was able to record a lot more for you all inside of the apartment, but the little videos I got done and was able to give you all, I enjoyed. But this is also my testimony as well. Like, it was a lot more things going on spiritually more than physically, which is another reason why we continue to bump heads. I found out who she was, which didn't necessarily mesh well with my spiritual views. I'm never going to tell nobody that they're wrong. I'm never going to say that you're all at fault, or no, you shouldn't believe in that. You got to believe in. I'm not doing that. It's that's not what I'm here to do. And yes, I know there's so many people that associate Christians or people that have their religious views and are connected to God 24/7 and read their Bible and everything like that. I know the views that you got all put on us. I know the hypocrites out there, because yes, there are plenty. And I know those that shun people and make you feel worse and less than, and that should never be the case. We welcome everyone with open arms, and yes, you are supposed to come as you are. Because God don't judge. He sees you for you and who you are. Whatever you're dibbling and dabbling in, even if it is of sin, God is not going to turn you away. He's going to help you get out of it. He's going to teach you about yourself, help you learn more, and help you find yourself in him. It's not what they be trying to make it seem. That's why sometimes I can't even get down with the church the way that I want to get down with the church, because it's like, y'all got a lot of flaws. And this is why everybody look at y'all sideways and would rather go left. Like, that's right. We'd rather go left. But all that to say that within these 4 months, I feel like it matured me even more. It made me realize that even though I'm rushing and I'm pushing myself to get out of a certain situation that I no longer want to be in, God is trying to keep me in said situation to change me. To change certain parts of me that I still lack. To change certain ways of me that I still, some of my certain... Y'all know what I was trying to say, but y'all know what I was trying to say. I just feel like I'm all over the place. But what was I saying? Yeah, God's trying to change certain habits within me, within my environment. He's not... Even though I can do it and get out there and do it different and finally start applying pressure where in areas where he needs me to apply pressure, I'm so sorry, you all, if this is grainy. Please forgive me, and thank you all for who's been patient with me and who's been looking at my videos, and sometimes my quality is on point and sometimes it ain't. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all for subscribing and staying as well. For those of you that know, I have my spurts when I post. I'm sorry, y'all, I keep getting off topic. But like I was saying, like, that's why I'm back in my environment, and he was also trying to push me to come back into this environment regardless. Like, before it had hit that point and before it had got too far within my spirit, I already knew that I was already supposed to come back home. No one knows or understands, not even my ex-roommate understands how much I was already debating this, how much I was so uncomfortable, how much things were so uneasy for me, and how much I noticed that she really didn't care. And how much that really just ended up tainting our friendship to where it's just like, okay, we're just cordial now. At this point, we're just people who live together. But it's just like, I could never really be honest with her in that instance, because it's like, it's going in one ear out the other, or you're never giving me the decency enough to be quiet long enough to hear where I'm coming from. She's another person that should always just run her mouth. Like, she likes to hear herself talk, repeat stories to me over and over and over and over and over again. But at the end of the day, it's one of those situations to where it was a spiritual warfare in the house. And I ain't even gonna lie about that. It was a spiritual warfare in the house. Whether she sensed it or not, I knew. I felt it. It was to the point where I had to call my mom, my sister, other prayer warriors to let them know, like, this is what's going on. Even if I ain't put it in depth, and when I get into a story time and start telling you all more, it's certain things that I left out from telling my sister or telling anybody else, because I'm waiting to see, like, you like this with God, so he's probably going to tell you. So let me see what he say before I say anything. It was one of those where, oh yeah, I really got to armor up. Because this ain't no joke, this ain't no game. And there was moments where I felt weak. There was moments where I felt defeated. And I think before it got to the point to where I either just gave up and lost, or really just triumphed over this. I feel like in order for me to really have that full 100% triumph and be strong within it, I needed to come back home. I needed to. And on the spiritual side of things, before I got to the place, as we're going through the process of, you know, the application and everything like that, it's a lot of things that started to feel uneasy to me. And I'm not even saying uneasy in a way of, oh, it's uneasy because I'm about to be uncomfortable and I'm taking this new step in life. It was like one of those uneasy feelings. It was like my spirit wasn't sitting well with it. But at the same time, because I was just so pressed and so ready to move and so ready to be in my own, I was just like, bump those feelings. And those feelings came to nip me. And now I'm back home. So this is just me just clarifying and letting you all know your girl's back in Maryland. I'm excited to be back. A lot of people have welcomed me back home with open arms. I'm about to start planning trips with my other girls to go see them. And those are who I've also built a bond with as well around the time that I met Shorty. But we'll get into that within another video. I just know that what my sister said was right. And that whole living experience and situation was honestly my testimony. And even though I'm back home, back under my grandparents' roof, back living with my mom, back here, I don't feel as defeated as I did in the beginning, because things happen. It's life. It's life. But I feel more focused. I feel ready. I feel, I'm not going to say 100% okay and like I got that fire back in me, but I'll say 10% is there. And now I know my vision is different. My goal is different because I got a taste of my own place and being in my own environment. I know what I want to do. And it's like I've always knew what I wanted to do, but I was just winging it. I'll make plans here and there and just wing it. Or I went and do my research, or I went and do this and just wing it. But now I know it's fruit in the learning process. It's fruit in the journey. You get filled up more when you're taking those steps day by day than just beating everybody to the finish line. You get more out of it instead of cheating. You build more character. You build more integrity. What else is it? Y'all comment that down below. But it's just like, this gave me a different view on life, to where it's like, okay, a lot of my priorities ain't priorities, or they shouldn't be at the top. So now let's cut out this, focus on this, get this done, and boom. I can say that I did it. I can say that I tried. And I can actually be happy with myself. And even though I'm back home, and in some instances, in some cases, I feel like they didn't expect for me to come back so mature. I feel like everybody still expected the same girl that I was. Because for a long time, I was stuck in that cycle of the 16-year-old who lost her dad. And I just continued to spiral. I continued to not care. I continued to stay hurt. I was in a toxic relationship. It was so much things going on. So it's just like I was stuck in a cycle, in a loop, that nobody noticed or understand or even took the time out to hear me. Everybody have their own assumptions, their own views, and they just think they know everything about my life, and they don't. And it's just like, when are you all going to take the time out to get to know me? And that's another reason why it pushed me to go. I know when I left, I could have, honestly, instead of getting an apartment, I could have went to Jamaica with my family. But I didn't. I got my place. It's like, now that I'm back home, I'm realizing what I'm faced with. But my level of maturity, my self-awareness is greater. I don't know how I lost my train of thought like that. It's greater. And the fact that I have tunnel vision again in a different form, I'm not about to let nobody else get in the way of that. There's been too many things that I've started, especially from 2020 and being in the midst of all of that and us actually all having to go into isolation and figure out ourselves and how we're going to move forward. From that time, I knew what I wanted to do, how I'm going to do it. But I think I was too vulnerable. So the minute that other people got locks like me, or other people started their channels like me, or everybody else started to run their business like me and was asking me for advice, asking me questions, how you do this, how you do that. And I'm like, I just started, y'all. Like, I'm literally in the beginning stage. When I started to get like this with God and I started to realize what I need to do and isolate myself and realize where I'm in it, it was because I inspired so many. And there's still to this day people that I inspire that I don't even know I inspire. People that I inspire that I know of. People who's actually looked at my blueprint of how I do my content and copied it verbatim. The fact that I really do have that influence, oh, I know why I always thought I should be an influencer. Oh, I know why I should have always had this, that, and the third. But it's just like, at the beginning, where it would have been my highest moment, I was too vulnerable, and the fear and irritation and all of those ways of my flesh were greater. Now I know what I need to do. And I ain't even mad at this setback. I ain't even heard about it. I don't even care who knows. Things happen. And I'm here to be humble, open, and transparent. Not like them over there, but for real. And if I have to go through certain things to have a testimony to help the next person avoid it or understand how to get through it, then my God, as my witness, I will. Because if that's the path that he's putting me on, I do what I gotta do. So, made this quick little video just to let y'all know your girl is back in the AM of the DMV and prepare to see more videos from me. Peace, love, blessings, and we out. Bye, y'all.
I just wake up, you know. Our day